Hey guys, I know it's been a long time. I only upload videos whenever 1stPhorm tells me to. But it is the start of a new challenge in 2018, and I just wanted to talk a little bit about where my life is going and how I'm doing and what my future goals are. Because I am working on a PhD in nursing science, I don't have a lot of time as far as uploading videos and doing all this stuff. I still try to get on Instagram and Snapchat and show you guys how I'm able to do everything that I do, but really it boils down to my priorities and my discipline and my scheduling habits. So my priorities are always my health, and that comes along with having fun doing whatever I'm doing. So I know that I have to schedule out probably about 50 hours a week for work, including travel and meal prepping for that, and actually being there for 40 hours. And the next priority is what I love to do, which really honestly, it also helps with it. Like everything kind of intermingles and joins together. So I meal prep because I don't like to spend money on or time going down to the cafeteria and getting food that I don't know how it was cooked and I don't know how my body's going to react to it. So I really prioritize meal prepping and going to the gym with my trainer. Now, not everybody needs a trainer, but I want to lift heavy, and it's easier to do that with a spotter and somebody who's holding you accountable. And I also decided to, along with the 8-week challenge with 1stPhorm and doing the 8-week New Year challenge with Ashley Norman, who's a 1stPhorm athlete, I am doing a 5K mud run with my trainer and our FMA family. So I'm really struggling to prepare for that because this is going to be my first, and it's not even a competition, I'm not competing, but it'll be my first together companionship sort of situation where my physical fitness might affect other people and my capabilities, as opposed to just working out with like maybe a partner during training where I'm the weakest link because I'm going slow. This will be like there are a bunch of people around and I'm trying to like do this well. So what I was trying to talk about getting into was a 6-month cycle where starting in January, I start prepping and do a bodybuilding show in the summer so that I look fit for the summer. And then as soon as that show is over, I start my bulking off season and I go into a powerlifting meet probably right before Christmas or right before Thanksgiving, or so I can have my holiday time to myself right before I start prepping again in January. And I see a lot of people do this. I think that it's a really good system, especially for my mentality. My birthday's in September. Like there are just certain days in the fall that I want to be off and not have to worry about prepping or anything like that. But usually the whole springtime is a really good time for me to just stay on my physical fitness. There's 1 week where I go to a conference and 1 week where I go off to school. But again, I'm doing this for life, not for this year or this contest or to get famous and whatever. I'm trying to just make this life. So those are my priorities. And of course, the gym makes me happy, and going after work makes me happy, and it makes me feel good going into work the next day because I've gotten my fitness and I've gotten my priorities all checked the list off. My other priority is school. So I'm getting my PhD, so whatever time I have to take away from other personal things, I will, because I have to get this done. I'm paying for it. I want this. It's something that really means a lot to me. And I know that a lot of people don't take school seriously or they don't see the efficacy of it. But as far as me and my profession, it is beneficial to get a PhD. There's 1% of nurses that are PhD prepared. This will be a 4-year program, and I'm actually doing all of my research dissertation project on healthy nurses, and that comes from my personal belief that it was weightlifting and getting my healthy diet together and stop drinking. All of that came together where I gained confidence in the gym, I gained confidence in my body, I gained confidence in my ability to think and reason, that my job got easier. Everything in life got easier. I wasn't worried, I wasn't stressed out, I wasn't anxious. And so I want to see if there's a correlation. I want to do the research. I want to have the background, certificate, degrees that will back me up saying that this research is real. That if you drink in moderation, if you have a healthy diet, if we stop all this madness with processed food, if we give nurses a break every once in a while to drink some water, that they won't get burnt out and they will continue to have healthy, productive lives. And they won't be maybe having total knee surgeries and being 45 BMI and being one of our patients again, turning it back around to the discipline. I wouldn't do this if I didn't feel so good doing it well and doing it right. So that's a message that I really like 1stPhorm, and I feel like we jive, and that's why I really like the company, is because this is a lifestyle to them. They only want to help you get results. They only want to help you achieve whatever your goals are, whether or not that's just 20 pounds, whether or not that's a body competition, whether or not that's bodybuilding or just being able to run around with your 3 kids. Whatever your goals are, they're there to help you. And that's something I really just, I don't want nurses to become all body lifter power builders. I want nurses to be healthy and enjoy life so that they can do their job well and enjoy their job and go back to being empathetic towards patients and having that personal connection that we all got into nursing for. So then it goes down to my schedule. Minute by minute, my day is scheduled out, and that is something that perhaps I'm a little bit OCD and a little bit type A, and I was already like that. But it's super easy, and you get into this routine and you really enjoy not having to think about what's going on. So I have a routine where my off days are obviously different than my work days, but I go work out. I have my meals all set up and ready, the times. I log it into my fitness tracker. I know exactly what I can eat, and I try to schedule my eating times every 4 hours just because that keeps my sanity. Not saying you have to do that, not saying that fasting isn't good, not saying that you can't go 8 hours without eating. Just personally, me, I prefer to eat every 3 to 4 hours just so I have something on my stomach and I'm not constantly thinking about how hungry I am. So everything is scheduled out, and this is starting year 4, so I'm really getting into it, and I'm jealous of the people who've been doing this for life because they've been doing this, but I'm trying to show you guys that I was 217 pounds. I drank 4 nights a week. I didn't even know what a treadmill was. I only worked out if the PE teacher made us in grade school. I was much more a conversationalist at school than I was an athlete. But just changing my diet and changing my life and changing it because I felt like I was worth it and I was capable of doing it. And then every day, small goals and being successful at the small goals made me feel even more confident in getting to the next goal and doing the next thing. And all of that snow piles into being way more confident in life. So I am scheduled for the mud run in April, and I'm super pumped. And we are starting the 8-week challenge. We are actually in the middle of week 1 with Ashley Norman. So I am really hopeful of seeing changes. I am going to be more dedicated, more strict, more scheduled, and not let stress eating and anxiety overtake what I've worked so hard to build. And if you guys have any questions about anything, please let me know. I am here for you because there were other people that were there for me when I needed it. So whatever you guys need, if it's a question about what I eat or how I schedule or anything, please let me know.